welcome to your warm-up. Today we'll get started in child's pose. So facing the front of your mat, option to take the knees out wide. Send the sits bones towards the heels. Fingertips reach out towards the space in front of you. A lengthening from the fingertips out the tail. Gently rest the forehead upon the mat if it reaches. And just begin to tap into your space. Into these four corners of your mat. Allowing this space to become a container for your practice today. Begin to cultivate intentional breath, equalizing the lengths of your inhales and exhales. And maybe if it's in your practice, you can begin to invite Ujjayi breath. That wave or ocean breath, a gentle constriction at the back of your throat, breathing like you would fog up a mirror. Drip your fingertips over towards the right side of your mat. Feel a lengthening throughout the side bodies on the left side. Maybe inch the left fingers a little bit farther away than the right. Keep equalizing through the hips. Allow that left hip to sink back and down. One full breath in here and an exhale. On an inhale, roll to the pinky side edge of the left hand. Thumb points up towards the sky. Let your head rest your left ear into your left bicep. A little bit of pressure here. Big inhale. Exhale, palm flat, ear away from bicep. On an inhale, roll back onto the pinky side edge. Thumb points up, ear rests on bicep. On an exhale, palm goes flat. One more time, just like that. Inhale, up pinky side edge. And exhale, melt. Come through center. Extend your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Notice if there's any difference between the left and right side. Come on over to the left side of your mat. Let the right hand reach a little bit farther than the left fingers. Breathe into the right lung. Keep drawing right hip back in space. Inhale, thumb points up, pinky side edge digs down, right ear into right bicep. Exhale, release, palm flat, ear moves away. Inhale back, thumb points up, ear rests. Exhale, palm flat. Inhale, thumb up. Exhale, flat. Walk back through center. Notice if there's any difference between the two sides. On an inhale, press down through the palms, lift the elbows, and rise up into a tabletop pose. Tuck your toes and walk the hands back. For fire toes or toes pose here, make sure your pinkies are involved in this party, all toes underneath. Sitting up nice and tall, crown of the head reaches up. If this seems like a whole lot right now, feel free to lean forward just a little bit. Connect to your breath and release the bottoms of your feet with breath. Breathing here. Take an inhale and extend your arms out from your shoulders. Fingertips point up towards the sky. Keep bringing those inner ankles in towards one another. Begin to close and open your fists, flicking your fingers open. Keep breathing here. Begin to open and close a little bit faster, some flashlights. Open and close, open and close, open and close, open and close. Keep going, keep going. Here we go. It's so fun. I'm feeling my forearms heat up. Oh my toes are burning, but that's okay. I'm a human being exploring sensation. Keep heating it up. Keep going here. Maybe a little bit faster. Let your lazy hand catch up here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, take your hands down to the mat. Unwrap your toes from their little spot. And if you'd like to, pat them on the top of the mat. Drum with your feet. Cool. Cross your feet and come back into your comfortable seat. Now, stick your hands out in front of you again. Fingertips reach up towards the sky. Hi. Take your fingertips diagonally. Hello. Fingertips down to the ground. Come on. Hi. How are you? Let's get down. Come on in. Okay. Take your fingertips out. Palms out. Fingertips facing up. Hi. Fingertips diagonal. How are you? Fingertips down. Let's get down. Close your fists. Come on in. Hi. How are you? Let's get down. Come on in. Hi. How are you? Let's get down. Come on in. Hi. How are you? Let's get down. Come on in. 4, 5. How are you? Let's get down. Come on in. 4. How are you? Let's get down. Come on in. 3. How are you? Let's get down. Come on in. And 2. How are you? Let's get down. Come on in. Last one. Hi. How are you? Let's get down. Come on in. Cool. Roll through the wrists here. Close tight fists. Coming back. Begin to take some gentle neck rolls, leading with the nose, drawing circles. Pausing into any sticky bits and going the opposite direction. Shrug your shoulders up high to the ears, squeeze, 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 and roll them back on down. You can roll around, squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears, retract the shoulder blades down and back. One more time, roll through, down and back. Opposite direction. Retract the shoulder blades, pull them up towards your ears, roll them forward and down. Pull back, retract, up and down. Pull back, retract, up and down. Last time, pull back, retract, up and down. Maybe get some more neck wiggles out of the way. As you come into a tabletop pose, fingertips point towards the front of the mat and begin to circle your heart over your fingers and hands. Take note of the sides of the hands, the heel of the palm, the fingertip mounds, the mounds of your fingers just below your knuckles on the palms of your hand. Now, point the fingertips so that they're facing each other, and bend and extend the elbows, pressing the ground away, dropping the nose down to the space in between the hands. And begin to circle again. Circle in the opposite direction. Now, flip your wrists, take your big circles here so that your fingertips point towards your knees. You can gauge the sensation as this barometer by pulling your sits bones back towards your heels and doing some palm peels. Or maybe this feels great for you and you'd like to take some cat-cow-like movements. Breathing here. When you're ready, roll through the wrists a couple times and point the fingertips towards the front of your mat. Stack your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Cat-cow. Take an inhale, dip the belly low, flick the tailbone to where the wall and the ceiling meet. At the same time, isometrically drag the heels of your hands towards your knees. Invite a micro bend into your elbows as you shine your chest in between your biceps. Gaze forward. On an exhale, tuck the tailbone, puff through the back of the heart, and press the ground away. Protract the shoulders, feel a space grow between the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin towards the chest. On an inhale, come back down through cow, opposite of cat, arch in the spine. Drag the heels of the hands. Exhale into cat, tuck, puff, and round. We'll take some cat and cows here, linking your breath to your movement. Two more. Come back through a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes if they aren't already. And press the ground away slowly. Begin to lift your knees, float them about 1 millimeter off the mat. Keep floating them higher, keep driving the hips up and back, slower than you want to downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out your dog, bending and extending each leg. Press the ground away like you could spread a hole or rip a hole in your mat in between your hands and fingers. Maybe even send your heels off to one side, making a little twisty downward dog, getting comfortable in this space. When you're ready, bring some stillness to your downward facing dog. Holding here for 3. Keep pressing the ground away for 2. Navel draws into spine. Sending the chest towards your thighs for 1. Inhale, come to the height of your toes, look between your hands. Exhale, send your knees out wide, send your sits bones towards your heels, load your spring. And at the bottom of your exhale, step right foot and left foot up to a forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift, long spine, grow long from crown of head to tail. And exhale, fold. Inhale to rise to a stand, press down through the heels, generous bend in the knees, slowly roll. Arms reach up, look up, and hands at heart center. All right, my friends, you're ready to practice.